Jai Hind everyone. So in this lecture we will discuss about good design principles about user interface or window design principles. So what is window? Basically all of us know that a screen full image or a screen full display is called the window. So window is an area of that screen that contain a particular view at the particular time of some area of the computer or some portion of a person dialogue with the computer. So like we can say that this is our window, or if we are doing any task on a computer, the computer display some windows, like for example a menu display, message display. So these are the types of windows. Okay. What are the navigation goals? Navigation, if we click on some menu or click on some button, so how it will display the second window or second task. So a well-designed navigation system facilitate quick and easy navigation between different types of component whose structure and relationship are easily comprehensible. And for the user, answer the following question must be obvious at all times during an interaction. Like for example, where I am now. Like if I am clicking a button or if I am clicking any option on a menu, so I must know where I am. Where did I come from? If I switch to another window, so I should know this window comes from this particular click event. So this is very important. Where can I go from here? If I click a button or click a menu, so uh, what type of window, what type of options will open? So where can I go from here? From this situation, from this button, where can I go? How can I get there quickly? How can I get quickly? It means if there are multiple options are there, or if there is a multiple options or it takes some time to process that particular operation, so I should know how much time it take to complete the operation. Menu navigation aids, like for example, for multi-level menus, like for example, if I am clicking a button, click one, then it show the second option, like for example, it show that are you sure to do you want to exit? Yes. So this is the second option for exit. So for multi-level menus, provide some simple action, like for example, there is a multi-level menu. If there is a, these are the menu, it I am saying that this also gives another levels. So this is a menu and this is a sub menu. So these are the multi-level menus. Okay. So return to the next higher level menu. If I am clicking on this, so it display this particular item. If I exit or if I click on this, so it should be removed from the display screen. Return to the main menu. Provide multiple pathways through a menu hierarchy wherever possible. To aid manual navigation and learning, provide an easy accessible for menu map or overview of the menu hierarchy. If you want to click a menu, it will show all the available options under that particular menu. A look ahead at the next level of the choices, alternatives that will be presented when a currently viewed choice is selected, or navigation history. So these are the some important menu navigation aids. Website navigation. Like if we talk about menu navigation, so menu, sub menu, sub menu, or what are the different options if we click on some menu. So this is the website navigation. So if we see, if we look at onto a screen full image or a website, if we open a website, so there are different types of hyperlinks are available. So on which hyperlink I will click, I want to click, or for what option we click from that particular page. So what option will it display? So it should be a very common, or it should be user friendly. So in designing a website navigation scheme, there are two things to take into the consideration. Never assume that user know that about a website that a designer do. We are the designer, you are the designer, but if we design for the user, so we must know that what the user want. The user cannot, we cannot expect the user know everything. So we must design a screen, a web page in such a way that it should be user friendly. User is very much friendly, so user can be easily navigate the options available on the screen. Any page can be entry point to the into the website, any page. So this is very important. Website navigation design includes website organization divide into logical fragments, units or chunks. Like for example, this is a website screen. So we can do it in this way, like this is the image, these are the some menu, like control panel. So we can do in this way also. Establish a hierarchy of generality or importance. We can do hierarchical menus. This is the menu, this is some menu. Component of web navigation to move between website information fragments necessitates the creation of the navigation links. General links guideline. Sensible, available, obvious and distinctive, consistent, textual, and provide multiple navigation paths. These are some important guidelines that we should follow when we are creating any hyperlink on a website. It should be available. The link should not be in as a broken link. It is obvious and distinct. The link should be different from each other. The link's name should be different. It is textual. It means that it is user friendly to the user who is accessing your website. So these are the general guidelines. Browser command button. Hide the split between the browser and the website application by including navigational control within the application. Website navigation bars provide a global navigation bar at the top of each page and provide a local category or typical links navigation bar on a left side of the page. Textual phrases provide a mix of textual phrases links in explicit menus embedded within the page text. Graphical image or icons may appear in array in the form of navigation bar or be individually located at relevant point in a page. Command button may appear in array in the form of a navigation bar to be individually located at relevant points on a page. Then this is very important. What do you mean by this array? Like for example, if we have did programming in some Visual Basic or C# or .NET. So if we are creating a calculator, so the buttons are in the form of array. The button number 1, button number 2, button number 3, button number 4, just because of these buttons are of same type. These buttons are of integer type 0 to 9. So these are array. So may appear in array in the form of navigation bar. So this is like that. The content, a window characteristics, window component, window presentation style, the type of window available, organize window system functions, a Windows operation, website frame and pop-up windows. Okay. So window characteristics. So one by one we will discuss these points. Window characteristics. What is a window characteristics? A individual or unique or identifiable name for that particular window must be there. So that should be called as a title of the window. The size and height, it can be fixed, but it can vary, but we can provide it as a fixed. Like for example, we should avoid horizontal scrolling and vertical scrolling most of the time. But if we are designing if we are creating a large page, then we create a screen as a scrolling with a scrolling bar, vertical scrolling. So this is not so much good, but yes, if there is information that we want to display on a single web page, so we can provide the user to scroll the vertically, but horizontally scrolling, it should be avoided every time. Only active window can have their content altered. Others cannot be. A window may be partially or fully hidden behind other windows. Like for example, if we are clicking a window, click on some hyperlink, then it gives another hyperlink. We are clicking on that particular hyperlink. So the window can be opened in different tabs, or if this is there is an applet, so if we are opening an applet, so other applets, the old applet should be hidden from by the current applet. So the partially or fully hidden behind other windows. So information within the window may extend beyond window display area. Presentation is arranged in relation to the other windows like tiled, overlapping, or cascading. Cascading option basically is very important. So every time if we are doing cascading option is important just because of if we want to switch to another window, we can do it very easily. But if the windows are overlapping, so we have to search which window we want to open it. So methods for manipulating of the window on the screen. It's highlight that the part that is selected. If we are clicking on any window or any window is selected, so that should be highlighted so that it display that this particular window is selected by the user, or it is the main window that is display on the screen. Window usefulness. What is the usefulness of the windows? Presentation of different levels of information. Like for example, we take example of PPT, PowerPoint presentation. It show that a series of topics one by one. So this is like in Windows also, in website also. Presentation of multiple kinds of information. Like for example, if we are talking about any website, so it can display different types of option, different types of information. Like for example, contact information, about information, the managerial information, and other information. You can see it very easily. There are multiple options are there. There is menus is available, and when you click on any menu, it will display the another type of information. Sequential presentation of levels of kind of information, access of different source of information. Like for example, if we are accessing about the organization, so we can access that particular information. If we are accessing how can we contact to the organization, so it will display the contact information. For example, if we want to know that how can we reach that particular destination, so it will show the map or route map. So these are some important information can be available, must be available on every website. Combining multiple sources of information, perform more than one task, reminding, monitoring, multiple representation of same task also. So these are some window usefulness. Constraint in a window system design. What are the constraints? Historical constraints, hardware limitation, and human limitation. Historical consideration, like for example, if we are designing a new website, so the older website contains some older information and the new website contains new information. What we want to show? The older information also or the new information only. So this can create some problem, some constraint to the new window design, said that if we are keeping all the information into the new design, or we are keeping the old website active as a link on the new website. So this is an old website. So this is the historical consideration. Hardware limitation. For example, if we are doing some heavy task on a website, like for example, if this is a dynamic website and we are accessing the database and we are accessing the large amount of database, so it is necessary that it should be on cloud or it should be on a if the system the database is not cloud is not available in cloud, the database is kept on a local server. So the limitation of the hardware is very much important so that we can access this very fastly. Human limitation. So these are some limitations. Components of window. What are the components? What are the design different types of component available on the window? Frame, border. Like this is a frame. Title bar. Title bar icon. What are the icons available here? Window sizing, buttons, minimum, maximum, cross, menu bar, different types of menus, status bar, scroll bar, horizontal or vertical scroll bars, split box. If we want to switch that particular thing, then what the next toolbar. Some window application provide toolbar along with their menus. command area. These are the command area, size, grip, and work area. So if we design a screen, so we should keep in mind that not all are the important thing, but if we are not providing any type of toolbar, so we can do it on menu bar only. So these can be a component of any website. Window presentation style. Different types of window presentation styles are there. Tiled window, overlapped window, cascading window. Okay. So what is tiled window? They are easier, according to the study, for no voice or inexperienced people to learn. Just because of this is one window, this is another window, this is one window, another window. So we can keep multiple window on a screen. We can keep multiple window on a screen. So user is able to see all the window every time. Yield better performance for the task where the data requested little window manipulation to complete the task. If we are working in this window and we require some information from this, so we can just click on this and we can see what is available on this. If we are not clicking, it will display, so we can switch or we can see from all other window and complete our task from this window. So all windows are open to the user. User can see the information available on other windows. So this can be a better option if if and only if we are doing the task and this task will be done with the help of these other windows. So the other window must be open at the time. So at the time, this tile window is very important. Only a limited number can be displayed in the screen area available. How many tile window can be open on a screen? 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we are doing that 8 windows, so can you read the particular text from that window? No. So 2 window, 4 window maximum. So a limited number can be displayed on in the screen area. As windows open and close, existing window size should be changed to grab to occupy the other window. Like for example, if we are closing this window and this window, so what should be done? If the screen size is this, so this should be done. The screen size of this window, this window, this window, this window should be increased to take the full screen size. Okay, this should be automatically done. As the number of display window increases, the window size will decrease. So this should be automatically. Overlapped window. Visually, it look like 3D. Like for example, overlapped. One window, then another window, then another window overlapped. Window can maintain larger size. All windows can be of not maximum size, but it should be larger size. Can maintain consistent size, position. If we are doing that, the size should be consistent. The size should be this particular length and breadth, or we can do it also. They are operationally much complex than tiled window. Much complex in the way of that we are not able to see all the window every time. If we want to switch another window, so we have to do it control and then tab. Then we can see that what the windows are open and we can switch on any window. More control functions require greater user attention and manipulation like this control and tab. Window themselves can be lost behind other window and resume not to exist. This can be possible. Next is cascading window. This is basically a special type of overlapping window. In cascading window, the other window will be available, but a smaller area of that window, the behind window will be available, the smaller area. So that if we want to see that particular window, we just click. Like for example, this is a window, this is another window, this is third window, this is fourth window. So this is cascading style. Bringing any window to the front is very easier. Just click on any window, it should be in front, other will be in background. It provides simplicity in visual presentation and cleanness. So tile window and cascading window are important. The picking presentation style. Use tiled windows for what purpose, use overlapping windows for what purpose, and use other windows for what purpose. So, tiled window, when a single task activities, there is a single task activity, the data needed to be seen simultaneously from other opened window. The task required a little window manipulation and novice or inexperienced users. The overlapping window for switching between tasks, the task necessitating a greater amount of window manipulation, expert or experienced user, so that we are able to see the whole window and we can switch to another window very easily. Unpredictable display content, what it display, this is unpredictable just because of we are not able to remember that particular window that is hidden from the primary window. That window has this information, we do not remember it. So just unpredictable display content. The type of windows, primary window, the main window should represent an independent function or application. Use the present constantly, use window component and control, use for the presenting information that is continually updated and often called main window or application window. Do not divide independent functions into two or more primary window. It should be only one primary window. Secondary window. One is primary window and other are called secondary window. The secondary window can be dependent or independent. A dependent secondary window can be displayed from a command on the interface of its primary window. But independent secondary window can be opened independently of the primary window. Like for example, if we click on this, another window is open, that is called dependent window. When we click on any button on the dependent window, that another window can be opened. So this can be independent. Or like for example, if some applets or applets open when we open a page, so some applets will be displayed. So the applets can be independent. Microsoft Windows possesses several types of secondary windows. Types of secondary windows: dialog boxes, property sheets, property inspectors, message boxes, pilot window, and pop-up window. Like for example, this is the example of secondary window. What is this? This is second window. If we click on this button contact, it will display another window. This is. So this is secondary window. Okay. So these are the different types of. Next is modal and modal-less. Modal window and modal-less window. Modal window will not permit interaction with another window until the current dialog is completed. Like for example, if you are interacting with the current window, so whenever your task is completed, then only you can switch to another window. Otherwise, you are not able to switch that another window. Remain display until the appropriate action is taken, after which it is removed. Like for example, if there is a window that it show that do you want to exit? Are you sure? Yes or no? If we click on no or yes, then only it will hide and display another window. Otherwise, the window should remain there. So these are the modal window. Modal dialog box typically request critical information or actions, and modal-less switching window between the boxes and associated is permitted. We can switch to any window. Cascading. To provide advanced option at a lower level in a complex dialogues, provide a command button leading to the next dialog box. Provide no more than two cascade in the given path. Do not cover previous critical information and relevant information. So title bar and unfolding. Unfolding title bar, we are know that what is title bar. The main front, the top bottom is called title bar. Unfolding to provide advanced option at the same level in the complex dialog, and provide a command button with an expanding dialog control, and expand like this, and expand to right or downward like this. Okay. Dialog boxes. Dialog boxes are the special type of a window that displays some important information, some brief message, some new task to do it, like yes or no, yes, cancel or do it further. So use of presenting brief messages, use of requesting specific and temporary actions, use of performing actions that take a short time to complete or are not frequently changed. Usually be those that do not occur frequently. Command button to include is very common. OK, cancel, other or as necessary. So dialog boxes. When we click on open, it should display this screen. We are able to open any type of file, okay, any type of folder. We can switch this also. Okay, property sheet and inspectors. Property sheets. Property sheet, it means it will display the property about if we are clicking on any menu, any hyperlink, so it will display a property sheet. So use for presenting a complete set of properties for an object, category or group within the property pages as necessary. The main command buttons can be available: OK, cancel, apply, reset, and others. For single property sheet, place the command button on the sheet, and for tabbed property pages, place the command outside the tabbed pages. These can be a property sheets like date and time. So we can switch to date, we can switch to time also. Okay, if we want to change the date, we can do it in this way. If we want to change the time zone, so we can do it and then just press OK. It doesn't necessary that we can change the date and time zone both. We can do it in the change in date or time or in time zone any. Property inspector, like for example, these are the property. So we can do it the change the font, change the font size, change its style like bold, italic or underline. So use of displaying only the most common or frequently accessed object property. So these are the text property. What you can do, what you can manipulate with the text. You can format the text with changing its font style, changing its size, or changing its bold, italic or underline. So these are the frequently accessed object properties. Okay. Properties of an object are displayed by using a dynamic viewer or browser that reflect the property of the current selection. Property value in the selected object should be changed as soon as the user make the changes in the related property control. Like for example, if we are changing the font, so it will display automatically to the window that the font has been changed. Message boxes. We all know what is the meaning of message boxes, but obviously, if the message require no choice to be made, but only the acknowledgement, include an OK button. That's it. Just press OK, it will exit, or just press the close button, it will exit. If the menu require a user to make a choice, including a command button for each option, like for example, OK, cancel, others, so we can do it also. Include OK and cancel button only when the user has the option to continuing or stop that particular operation. Then only we can provide the cancel button. If we are doing OK, then the current option will be completed, and if we click on cancel, then the current operation will be cancelled and return to the previous window. Use yes or no button when the user must decide how to continue. Yes or no, whether do you want to exit, yes or no. If the choices are too ambiguous, label the command button with the name of specific actions. If there is no OK or cancel, yes or no, so we can do it another type of text boxes, another type of command button. So user can do that particular operation also. Like progress message box. If we are copying the larger file to another folder or another drive, so this type of window will be displayed. So 70% complete, 72% complete, 100% completed. Next is like for example, one or more line in the document too long. Do you want to exit, yes or no? Do you want to switch the landscape mode? Do you want to change the operation, or yes or no? Yes or no? This is the message choices: yes, no, and cancel. Replace existing copy to my filter document. Yes, it will replace. No, it will not replace. Cancel. The operation will be cancelled and returned into the previous window. Palette and pop-up windows. Palette windows are model-less secondary windows that present a set of controls. Also, these palette windows are distinguishable by their visual appearance, a collection of images, colors, or patterns. A title bar for palette window is shorter and include only a close button. Pop-up window to display additional information when an abbreviated form of the information is the main presentation. Textual label for graphical control. Context sensitive help information. Pop-up window do not contain standard secondary window component such as title bar and close button. So, this is a palette window. This is a tool palette. If we click on this, then we can see that if we want to close it, we want to move it, we want to change the size of it, we can do it always on top. We can do click on its property, then we can see its property also. Window management. The window, the single document interface or the multiple document interface. Single document interface, it means it's a single primary window with a set of secondary window also. Multiple document interface, it means it's a technique for managing a set of windows where documents are opened into the windows and can contain a single primary window called the parent and a set of related document or child window, and each also essentially a primary window. That is a multiple document interface. All windows are interrelated to each other, parent and child, but all window can be treated as the primary window. Organizing window function. Window organization to support user task and number of window, minimize the number of window needed to accomplish an objective. Window operation, active and opening. Active window should be made active as few steps as possible. Visually differentiate the active window from other windows. Opening window, provide an iconic representation or textual list of available window. If more than one object is selected and opened, display window object in the separate window and designate the last window selected as an active window. The last window selected. Or if we want to click on any open window, then it will be the active window. Sizing window, we can do the size, we can do change of the size of any window. Window placement, we can place the window at any available place. We can do maximize also. We can do minimize also. We can do size according to our requirement. If we want to see another window or another document along with the current active window, so we can change the size of it. Window separation, crispy, clear and pleasing. Demarcate a window from the background of the screen which appears. Moving a window, permit a user to change the position of all the windows. Resizing window, permitted to change the size of primary window. So, window placement, we can do any placement, any space. We can do its, we can change the window size also. So, this is for today. This is about UI design. So, these are the different component, these are the different options we can do with, we can provide a better design to the user. So, this is very common topic. Let's think about it. If we are providing a good design to the user, so what does the user think? The user thought that this is the user friendly environment. Suppose if you see a website of a similar type of, like for example, we are talking about a college. There are lots of colleges there. But when we are opening a website of different colleges, we can easily see that this website is good, this website is good, this is not good. Why? Because of when we are seeing a website and when we are browsing a website, when we are clicking on any hyperlink, any menu on a website, it will display the desired content what I want to look for. It is very user friendly and it provides all the necessary information which I want to feel, which I want to see. But if a website display only limited information, website do not have much information, if the website design is not good, if the information I want to see, the information is searching on the page, it is a lengthy page. So, the web page we do not look for, we are not liking that particular page. So, we should design a page in such a way that the user can be novice user, the user can be expert user. If we are designing a website for a novice user only, so the other user will suffer, the expert user will suffer. The any website for a college may be seen by the 12th standard student, the 10th standard student, the engineering student, their parents, the software professionals also. So the user can be novice, the novice and expert. The age can be vary. So we should design a website in a such a way so that everyone is satisfied. But we can't say that everyone is satisfied, but we should design a user friendly website. Like for example, if we are designing a website, we are asking some information from the user, and we are asking that you should enter your city name. Okay. So for example, 3% belonging to Bareilly city, they are typing the spelling of Bareilly. The person who is knowing the correct spelling of Bareilly, correct spelling of Bareilly, he can enter the correct spelling. But the other user who do not know the correct spelling of Bareilly, he typed wrong spelling of Bareilly. So it should mismatch. So rather than this, we should provide the option that these are the city name. You should select the appropriate city name from the multiple options. We can select it and we can close it. So this is some user interface design. You can read from detail from these references. So thank you.